if you're going to continue on and make Christ on the cross and hide it in the tree of the knowledge of good and evil for the teaching, what you'll want to do is not trim the gray balloon in the back or at the bottom, because you'll need that to anchor it to some form of upright pole with a solid base. I've chosen a microphone stand because, hey, they're readily available in almost any church you're going to go to, and works quite well. What you'll want to do is move the arms of the cross up higher than I showed you to put it on the cross before, so that the farthest piece of the cross on the top is a little shorter on this one. You'll take a scrap of brown balloon about the halfway point and pull it in on either side of the upper piece, so that it's now, both pieces are hanging out the back, so that you can take that and secure it to your microphone stand. You don't have to tie it tightly, but you do have to tie it twice so that it will stay in place. I don't secure the bottom portion yet, because I may want to move the Christ up or down depending on how the roots, trunk, and limbs of the tree will lay, because you're wanting to try and hide the Christ and at the same time make it appear to be a tree. So we'll go to the next portion now. Some of the things that you'll need for producing the tree of the knowledge of good and evil with which to hide the Christ on the cross is pearl mint green. I've used Qualitex. Hope it doesn't sound like a Qualitex commercial, but I've used Qualitex because, frankly, I've not found a balloon that's as good, plus the variety of color, and readily available. I mean, there are distributors everywhere. 5-inch rounds, pearl mint green. Standard wintergreen, standard green, pearl emerald green, emerald green, all 5-inch rounds, and pearl forest green, as well as standard yellows. The reason for the standard yellows, I'll show you right quick. Your emerald green is a little too transparent. When you double stuff it, you not only give it a richer color, but you give it a thicker consistency, or thicker, you understand, thicker color, to where you can't see through it. So I've chosen to double stuff several of the colors, the emerald green and the pearl emerald green, as well as the round wintergreen, or the wintergreen standard, the green standard, and well, actually everything has been double stuffed except the standard green with yellow. Now I'm going to show you how to double stuff a balloon. Quick and easy. Show you how quick and easy it is to double stuff 5 balloons. Taking a straw, that I put almost every one of my balloon animals on a straw, and you slide the yellow on, pull it a little bit tight, slide your other balloon on, drop it. Slide on your yellow, pull it a little tight, slide on your other balloon, drop it, pull it off and drop it. On with one, on with the other, drop it. On with one, on with the other, drop it. On with one, on with the other, drop it. I've just double stuffed 5 balloons. Now I usually use 15 to 20 of each of these 6 colors that I've just shown you, as well as the yellow, to make all the clusters of leaves on the tree. I'm going to show you how to make some of the clusters now, so that you'll be able to make them for yourself. I use a pump because, believe me, this many balloons will tire you out. I blow them up to about their 5-inch size, the size to which they were intended to be blown up. You will notice that I did not tie this balloon. I went ahead and held it. Balloon decorators are going to know this. You fill up 2 balloons and then you tie them together. And you tie them across each other and then back around into another knot, tying 2 balloons together to make a square knot. Once you've tied 2 balloons together, I usually go with 2 colors at a time and make all the clusters that are going to be these 2 colors, then all the clusters that are going to be these 2 colors, and then all the clusters that are going to be these 2 colors. As I make one complete set of clusters, 20, 15, however many you make, as I go to make the second set, every time I make one, I put them together, fold them around each other to the other side, and give each one of these balloons a twist to lock it down. Once I've gone through and made the whole second set of clusters and start to make the third set of clusters, I take and put those together by pulling it, by dropping it. That happens from time to time too. Taking the second set of clusters and the first and second set of clusters and the third set of clusters, you will push 2 of those around to the other side, the very outside 2, the last 2 that you've done, and twist those together. And you just repeat that, making a 6 balloon cluster. When you get your 321 apple bee bodies, you'll want to get solid color ones, single color like red. The reason being is because your assortment bag, you'll get a lot of pink and a lot of white, which is very good for clowns. A lot of orange, which are good for pumpkins and tangerines and other assorted things. But your yellow and red are the only ones that would be good for using for the apples, for the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. When you take your 321, you'll inflate it to about 4.5 to 5 fingers across, tying off your nozzle very close to the end. The reason you're wanting to do this is so that you'll have a lot of room left over on the end. The reason you need a lot of room on the end is so that you can have a lot of stem left to tie into the tree limbs. What you'll do is you'll push your air, starting from the bottom, pushing your air toward the nozzle end, and then make your apple by securing the balloon and causing the air to be tighter. Notice how much red is still left. I grab at the red and go in to grab the knot to pull my finger out, twisting and then pushing the knot in so that I